it out, man. This Alchemist. It's the God right here.
Don't pee right here, you know what I'm saying? And don't be scared to get shitty, man. You know what I'm saying? UGTV is going down.
What's good, y'all? This is Music Soul Channel right now. You are checking out Urban Grind TV.
What up, man? This is Ludacris, and right now you are watching UGTV.
Shannon, it's the Teflon Don Ricky Rouse. And right now you rocking with Urban Grind TV. It's going down. Flock Bell install 10 5 10 minutes UGTV. Don't go nowhere.
Yo, what's up? It's Eric Sermon, the Green Light Bandit in Chi-Town. UGTV, you know how I do all day. Represent that. You know what time it is.
Joel Santana, and right now you checking out Urban Grind TV. Dipset for life, Skull Gang forever, Slow Bugs, keep up. Ooh.
What's up, it's the Patty Cake Man, and you are watching UGTV right here.
It's Big Snoop Dogg, Urban Grind TV, you understand me?
Urban Grind TV, Face Mob in the building. I'll let your motherfucking boy.
Killer Cam, King Joffrey, Joe, Spacey Sparkers, and right now you watching Urban Grind TV. You know what it is. Good set, you win.
Yo, check it out, y'all. It's the dead. It's Raekwon the Chef, and you doing it big right now on Urban Grind TV.
What's good, man? It's the God. You know what it is. You're watching UGTV.
Yo, what's up? It's DA to the Z, Urban Grind. You know what I mean? Television, keeping y'all updated. Get on the log in, email us, holler back. It's DA to the Z right here, Chicago, baby.
What's going on? It's your boy Wally, aka Mr. Music Is My Business. Welcome back to part 2 of Behind the Grind, the record label checklist. Let's pick it up where we left it off. So if you got an independent record label, next thing you should have on your checklist is music production and distribution. Like, so if you're making music, you gotta have a place to record it. Even if it's home, you gotta have a place. And you gotta understand, if you went, like, everybody starts with like what they can afford. My first run to this Guitar Center was $8,000. That was my first time I bought equipment. And after that, it just cost me more and more money and different amounts of money because you're always constantly upgrading, right? So I'm still, even at $8,000, I knew guys that spent $800 and could make their stuff sound better than me. But we're all competing with guys that made it in $300,000, maybe $3 million studios. So it's important that you have something that's consistent and something where you can give to somebody and say, hey, mix this down at a better place or give me a good master. And you got to know the difference. I did not know the difference. That booth over there, I made 3 different versions of it, like 3 different sizes. We refined it, rebuilt it, re-insulated each time as we got better and we understood, like, just sound. And it's a whole science in itself. And I brought people in. I was like, all right, what do you think? So setting up a studio, which I did. I built it. I built my own studio. We built it from scratch, and like I didn't know. I wasn't even a carpenter, let alone anything. I just learned, and you get people to help you. Shout out McDuff, man. If McDuff was here, I'd love to tell him thank you again because he was one of the people that helped me and a lot of my stuff. Because when I had idea, I had vision. I was like, all right, I got this much money. Here's my budget. Can you help me maximize it? And he always had something, you know. All right, I got one of those at home. I got some parts I'll bring. Whatever it was that helped, right? Because it helped offset it because there was always going to be an expense. So creating a recording studio or getting in with somebody that has a studio or a producer somewhere that you can work. And I got in here, invest in quality recording equipment and software. Because if your recording sucks, nothing else matters. Video could look good. You could be the nicest person, but that's not going to matter.
Yeah.
Your song could even probably be good.
That's like having bad pictures. Can you say, like, I'm a model, but you have like really bad photos?
You got on designer.
You know what? That is
bad,
actually.
But
I'm
got
glad you
bad
brought that
graphics.
up.
You can't
I'm
see it. The picture blurry. It's like all blurry and stuff. Like
out of focus.
I'm so because I made that mistake, and I think I still have to take down a lot of pictures on my profile. I'm not gonna lie to you, because as I've gotten older, as I've started learning the industry, as I started looking for management, as I started trying to go ahead and discuss different brand deals and stuff like that, and being a part of things that are bigger than what I started with, I realized this is not the quality that I needed to bring. And if you understand the quality that you need to bring to your audience from the very get-go, you can save yourself so much time, so much energy, so much money, and so much frustration and anxiety because you already have a focus on a specific audience. You already know who you're targeting. You have to do research on who you're targeting, because if you're targeting a company that you know nothing about and you're trying to go with them and you don't even meet their requirements, you're wasting your time. And the one thing I know a lot of people have said to me, and someone close to me has said recently, you cannot get your time back. That is the one thing you cannot get back. This is true. So having your time structured and making sure you're spending your time accordingly in whatever it may be to further yourself, that's what's important.
Absolutely. So, I mean, you ain't lying, because it's quality. That's where recording and production is important. Now, once you record and produce it, you need distribution. You need a way to get your music to 100, 200 digital music stream sites.
And that's knowing your audience.
Outlets, right? So, but you need they're an aggregator, so they're like a go-between. So if you say, hey, I want to be on iTunes, Spotify, and all that, you don't contact each one individually. You get a music distribution partner, and you connect with them, and they distribute it to like 100, 150 sites.
So there's a middle, because I don't know nothing about music on how
yeah,
it goes.
there's
So
a
there's a middleman to a middleman to a middleman.
No, it's just one middle person for distribution. One outlet or company. So we have a distributor. We have UGTV Distro. They can go to ugtvdistro.com. Check us out.
Shout out the gang.
And what we do is we do digital and physical distribution for music. So what they do is they partner with us, and what we do is we give them non-exclusive agreements. So they're able to distribute one record with us, 2, 3, a dozen, work with anybody they want. So they partner with us, and what we do is we upload everything, and we get them to like 100 plus sites where music is sold and distributed. We set up their split sheets and the royalties so they get paid, and the money goes right to them. They just got to fill out like some forms, obviously, so Uncle Sam gets their piece too, right? So you fill out your legal stuff, and that's how you keep track of generating capital. So having a music distribution outlet, like I didn't know. When I started, it was still CDs. There was no streaming. So we went to record shops. We would print. I got a few hundred CDs. I got a few hundred CDs in the next room. Like,
I looked over there like I could see through the wall.
Yes. So we would have them, and we'd go to the record store, and like nobody would buy them, so you give them on consignment. So if it was $5, you're like, all right, give me like $3 for it or something, $2. So you would just leave it with them, and then you would just check on them. If they sold it, they sold 2 copies, they'll give you your $6 or whatever. But that's how it was done. We would move music around. So when you wanted to submit something, you had to literally go see the person or mail it and spend a lot of money mailing stuff out, cassettes or CDs. I was in the CD era. But, you know, so this is like digital now. Now you can upload it, and you're worldwide in, 7, 10 days or whatever your setup is. So music distribution is important. You get with a distributor. There's like TuneCore and United Masters. There's a few different ones that are out there. Essentially, there's only 5 major distributors, period. So it's one of the 5, and the rest are indie. So if they ain't one of the major 5, don't ask me off the top of my head because I can't think of them. But everybody knows who they are. They're Warners and Sony, and I can't think of the rest, but they're major distributions. So you got to choose a partner to distribute. No, not music. No. So you pick a partner to distribute your music with, because you need to get it out once you record it and made it, and they will put it on the streaming sites. Just like we were talking about booking, right? For like models. Mm-hmm. You have a product, which essentially your pictures and your content you create, but
the targeted audience, so you have your online presence and you're able to go ahead
and you need someone to help get you bookings, to get you out there and do it, help find you work. It's the same thing with artists. We need bookings to perform. We want more gigs, and we want listeners or viewers or audience, so it's the same thing. Right. That's the reason you partner with the record labels, because they're supposed to help you. So
that's the same thing for like model.
What do you got for 5? Yeah, right. That's why I was trying to tie it in. Is they help you with
your online presence,
help you working, keep it working.
They help you keep your bookings and stuff like that, and help with like branding and stuff.
So what about marketing, promotion? As far as an independent label, what do you think, Zello? What do you think comes with it? When you say have an independent label, what kind of marketing promotion do you think you need to have?
Most of the time, I'm feeling like you need to create a professional, like you just need a professional online presence, and you need to be able to.
What's a professional online presence? Tell me what you define it.
What I'm learning is a consistent update, basically like a timing on which is set so you'll have consistency on, like, you see what I'm saying, for your audience to
where so I think the answer is a website,
social media
or website too.
Yeah, social
.com, right? And social media sites.
Yeah, I mean, that's why I was mainly thinking more of like social media, because that's why I promote a lot of my stuff at. So if you got a website, that's the most professional way.
But you got a website.
Yeah, I definitely got one.
What's your website?
Sinister Music Group, and then you gonna have sinistermusicgroup.com, and then we coming up with the .com website too. That'll be in soon. So
we were talking about this earlier, and we were talking about was content strategy.
Mm-hmm. How do you base your content and develop your content as a creator? I know that as a creative, it's hard, and then to create content for hours and hours and hours, and then have it get like 1 like, 2 likes or whatever, it's very discouraging. But to continue to keep creating and creating new ideas and targeting your specific audience, like I said previously, and use like behind the scenes, use interviews, use whatever content that you can have at your disposable, at your disposal to go ahead and actually further your content, further your platform, further your business, your website, whatever it may be. It's all about like your online strategy, your content strategy, and then that ends up taking it into public relations, honestly.
I feel you. I guess I never really thought about like the likes or views, and I'm gonna tell you why.
Martin's International invites you to come with us and celebrate the biggest music night of honors for the 42nd Annual Chicago Music Awards, featuring artists in reggae, rap, Latin, blues, and more.
Combined with the 31st African Caribbean International Festival of Life, with food, art, and the best of the world's music and entertainers. Thursday, July 4th through the 7th in Washington Park, DuSable Museum.
And if you would like to become a sponsor, donor, or even a vendor, or if you would like the 50% promo tickets, visit the website below.
What about you? Know what about me? Been doing this since the age of 15. I've been on my own. Tell me, what do I need? She make me cry. I'ma make you bleed. Cat killers on alert, and they on their way back. Feel like I'm uncomfortable without my strap. Should've told me you run it to behind my back. Should've told me you run the game, but now it's a rap. Let's get it. Hit from the back, so I know that she with it. I got a ball, can't get knocked on my pivot. Pushing these drugs, so you know I be dealing. She like when I touch it, she know I'ma kill it. Took out my enemies, know I'ma drill them. All in her mouth, she be sharing a dinner. All on the couch, switch the TV like Kindle. Fire up the block, spit the pole when I bend them. Block with the switch, see the light in my denim. If I gotta get them, then I gotta get them. Ain't missing no shots, so we watch what we send them. I'm popping a pill, now I feel like a million. Got it in my bag, so I might pop a perk. And if I...
Thanks for clicking on the link. My name is Wally Locker III. I'm the executive producer of Urban Grind Television and author of Music is My Business, a startup strategy guide to the music business. I've been in the industry for over 18 years, working with artists, entertainers, producers, record executives, and more. I put together a brand new strategy guide just for you on how to navigate the music business. I'm going to talk about your vision, about your commitments, about your dreams, building the supreme team, and more. Also, how to fund your business. So all you need to do is hit the link below, put in your email address. We're going to send you the newsletter. We're going to give you some free bonus content, and you also got an exclusive offer. It's all free. Just click on the link below, put in your email address, and get in tune. It's Urban Grind TV. Music is my business. Let's go.
Yo, what up? This is DZ. You're watching Urban Grind TV, and you better check out my new video with Corrupt and Planet Asia called What the Fuck You Mean? Get it.
This DPG, Corrupt DZ, what the fuck?
Look, what the fuck you mean when you're talking all that shit? I can't hear what you're saying, I can't understand a bit. So we'll pour another drink and I'll take another sip till you fucking shut your lips, close them up like a zip. Homie, don't trip, get a grip. Skirt, skirt off in the whip. I ain't talking that cream with the chocolate chips. I'm talking that green and Colombian. Yeah, we got it. Packed up in the trunk, got it smelling like a skunk. Do a few bumps, then you won't give a fuck. This that G-funk, so come try your luck. When you come round here, better have your pistol tucked, or you fuck straight up. Shit quick without a paddle. I'm horseback, riding no saddle, wearing camo and a backpack, strapped with max ammo. About to go kablamo, killing shit like Rambo.
What the fuck you mean? Where the fuck you wanna get? Hit the liver or the kidney or the spleen, nigga, what the fuck you mean? Where the fuck you wanna get? Hit the liver or the kidney or the spleen, nigga, what the fuck you mean?
Born to kill, born to slide, born to hustle, born to ride, born to grind. My shooters in the jacks, they ain't going for it. Got them shooters on deck with them Rugers and them techs. Automatic when it's static, I'm tripping. We be riding, sliding, whipping and dipping. I be state to state. What the fuck you mean? Still pushing to the fiend, smoking kush, fuck sipping lean. I ain't a weirdo. I'm a gangster Mac, West Side, give a thanks to that. It ain't a motherfucking thing to me to bang my street and bring my heat to them busters trying to aim at me. Fuck around and find out. You don't need a rolling on your wrist. I show you what that time out and put you on a timeout. You don't dug your ass a dangerous hole that's hard to climb out.
Look, what the fuck you mean? Where the fuck you wanna get? Hit the liver or the kidney or the spleen, nigga, what the fuck you mean? Where the fuck you wanna get? Hit the liver or the kidney or the spleen, nigga, what the fuck you mean?
What you mean? Yeah, it's fucking brutal out there, but I don't care if you heed my warning. So I'll just keep on scoring, while you just keep on snoring, cause you're boring. That part's not important. The part that really matters is climbing up the ladder. Your girl's with me now cause you're fatter. You ain't climbing up no ladder. The last thing you climbed was the scale, what a whale. Just call me Ishmael, on a mission I can fail to impale a whale, but the tail pales in comparison to the embarrassment I'm gonna inflict on ya. EDS Mafia, bitch, and I'm the motherfucking Don, yeah.
Look, what the fuck you mean? Where the fuck you wanna get? Hit the liver or the kidney or the spleen, nigga, what the fuck you mean? Where the fuck you wanna get? Hit the liver or the kidney or the spleen, nigga, what the fuck you mean?
Do I have to spell it out? Get real mad, scream and shout, you know exactly what I mean. What I'm really bout, punch you in the mouth if you bad mouth me. I get as rowdy as Ronda Rousey in round 3. It's so astounding to me that I see so many people talking shit, not directly to me, cause that would be a recipe for murder in the 3rd degree or possibly a serial killing. Bitch, I'm a motherfucking villain, so call me Mr. Freeze, baby, I'm ice cold. My dick is warm to the touch if you wanna hold. Yup, Mr. Freeze, Arnold Schwarzenegger. You wanna fuck with these? I'll fucking wreck ya.
Yo, what's the word? It's SMG Zello, aka Thought Boy Zello, the Talk A Lot artist, man. In the beginning, it was hard for me to get exclusives and to get promo for my music. But guess what? UGTV has that, man. Call the number below and they will help you out, man. It was the best thing I did for myself.
Por mujeriego y mentiroso, mira lo que he llegado yo. Ah, mira. Y ahora estoy buscando y rogando por perdón. ¡Ay, Dios mío!
Are you an artist, model, or entertainer? Do you need help with bookings, castings, or even engagement on your platforms? Hit up UrbanGrindTV today and let them get you right.
there's so many people that are watching, but they ain't gonna like it.
Mm-hmm.
And I meet people that I know, and they're like, "Oh, I seen that. Like, I seen you drop this or that." Just for the hell of it, I'll look back and like they didn't like it. They didn't comment. They didn't throw nothing, but they're watching. So it doesn't. You can't really use like the likes and algorithms and stuff like that to gauge the quality of work you're doing. We're bigger than that.
Mm-hmm.
We're bigger than like the following. And you know what? Like I say, it only takes one person or one opportunity that could change your life. So it's not always the masses that'll do it. So content strategy, a calendar. Me and Sinister, we're talking about this, right? Like we're talking about like just a calendar in general. I do a calendar. We were going over the calendar for like, the year out, the month out to the year. So it's the same thing. Like you gotta have a strategy. You gotta be organized. What do you guys know about public relations and a PR for a label? What would they do?
Did that not go in? That kind of ties into what we were saying before about like protecting or like keeping up professionalism about you and kind of like checking yourself in what you say. So that's like you have your PR team to do that for you. They handle all the business. They handle like all the wraparounds. If you do say anything that slip up, your PR team will probably help you get out of that. If you have a good one.
But you know what? Well, their job is not to clean up messes.
It's not to clean up messes, but I'm saying like what they do in the dynamics.
So it's to see it before it happens?
Yeah, they go ahead and prevent those issues. But if it happens, they go ahead and also deal with those issues.
In music,
so they go on both sides.
Well, that's like the fancy one. I mean, they do press releases. They connect you with media outlets, blogs, stuff like UrbanGrindTV, right? And then they build relationships like we were talking about with influencers, right? And people that you need to know, like that'll help get us so where we want to be. I see you on the time, Johnny. So advertising, they use social media for ads, Google ads, other online advertising tools, right? So at the PR, I think those are like the more celebrity PRs what you're talking about, like cleaning up the mess. But let's say you're not big yet, they might help you with discipline for online. They may help you introduce you to people since you're a newer act. Sometimes it's a lot easier introducing a new act as opposed to cleaning up an old one and their problems. I know. So live events and tours, event planning. So you need somebody that's gonna help organize shows. As you know, the more stuff that you do in-house, the more money you keep in the circle. So you gotta think about organizing live shows, right? Tours, labels, Sinister, right? We're talking plane tickets, baggage, luggage, you gotta get to the hotel, you gotta get to the airport, that's $60, $100 each way.
You gotta eat.
You gotta eat every day, and everything's more expensive. So like, that's why planning your stuff and organizing where you're gonna stay, the amount of travel, what you're gonna eat, and just as much as you can.
Cause just off of that, one era could cost you more than your budget.
You seen in New York, these guys spent thousands of dollars on Uber because they didn't listen to me when I told them to book us in a certain location. Yes, and so he thought he was gonna save like $40 a night on the hotel, and it ended up costing him thousands of dollars. And that's why listen to your manager. Listen to your
$40 a night compared to $1,000 in transportation.
And I believe he had to get 2 Ubers each day, each way. So it was double expensive. So just listen to people that are helping you plan things. Listen to people that you hire for consultation, or people that are more senior than you. You want to talk about merchandising? You need ways to make money. So the more stuff you can sell that ain't music, the more money you can generate.
T-shirts, hats, clothing items, like little action figurines, flags, whatever.
Everything. You need a system or somebody that's gonna run inventory and manage sales. I used to buy so much stuff, I didn't ever know what happened to it. You disappear, you lose it, you give it away. You just gotta write it down. Like, you know what? I gave away 3 shirts, and then it feels a lot better when you gotta go buy more merchandise. That you know what? All right, I actually made this much off the last one. I gave away this much for promo, and you feel better. But it's like any other business, you got to be able to manage inventory and sales, because if you lose hundreds, not at this level, then you lose thousands on the next.
At a different level.
Yes, that's financial management.
And that's like part of like tracking your revenue too, and like understanding your expenses and like keeping an expense book. I feel like is a lot of like the old way of doing it, and a lot of like it allows you to see the visual representation of what you spend, what you make, or like what you're saving too. So it helps you keep like an evaluation of what your budget will actually be, like we talked about before.
And it's like all automated. Like you can connect it to your business account. It'll tell you like break down how much money and
have
what you
access
spend
to
it
it
on.
on your phone whenever you want to go ahead and see those expenses and stuff like that. So yeah.
So I think it's definitely a lot easier to manage the financial side of it if you actually have money going. So networking and community building is kind of our last tip here, and that's why I think it's so important, because when I started out, I think like most people, I didn't know anyone. So if you don't know anyone, you got to go meet people, and if you're not friendly, you're probably not in the right business.
No. Hold on a second. No.
In the entertainment industry.
Okay.
I'm not saying modeling.
No.
Modeling is different.
That's but hold on a second. No, because modeling is a part of the entertainment industry. Okay.
If you want to be an artist,
it's not an
performer,
artist. You are a blank canvas for an artist.
All right, well, check
designer.
this out.
They are entertaining us with their design so that we can go ahead and buy their merchandise.
Okay, let's pretend this. Let's pretend that there's 3 models it comes down to. I'm booking a gig, and I meet the 3, and the one gives me attitude, is not friendly, she's not gonna work.
You're absolutely correct.
So
but that's
why
what I'm saying. You can no. I said no to it because you can learn and teach yourself to be professional, like we were talking about earlier.
Because you're at work.
To check yourself.
Yes.
So it's not like I didn't start off as the friendliest person in the world. Honestly, I can say that.
I believe that.
Mind your business. And I had to learn through the restaurant industry, through the retail industry, through the sales industry.
She was a bounty hunter.
I was security. I was everything, you know.
Bounty hunter.
I did everything underneath the sun.
Track you
besides, down. You know, and lowering my standards. So therefore, you know, that all of that experience taught me that it's about the way you talk to people. It's about the way you look at people. It's about your smile when they first walk in and everything else. So yeah, if your attitude is bogus in the industry, you might have to learn to clean it up. But if you can't learn to clean it up, then yes, that's where he said you are in the wrong industry. You need to be able to learn to clean it up.
What about once you build these relationships? You got to maintain them.
You can have your opinion.
But you know what I'm saying? Once you build relationships, you got to maintain them with people, right? Mm-hmm. You got to be able to like follow up with them. And the more people you know, guess what happens? The more favors they're asked of you. The more people that ask you for things, right? So that goes along with it. And you got to know when to say yes, when you can say no. And you just got, and then get out and attend conferences. I get to be a part of Illinois Media Schools Board, SAE, and I met a lot of cool people by being on these boards that I may never have met before. And I'm a member of the Grammys since 2020. I get to meet people at the Grammys that I would never probably meet because we get to come around. So it's the same thing. So once you build these relationships, you got to maintain them, join associations, go with the stuff. Fan engagement, right? So one thing that was cool about the conference that we went to, they were talking about community a lot, right? Mm-hmm. Wendy was talking about community and cultivating a community around your labels and artists. Because if you have a community, if you know 20 other models that are always working and that you're cool with, then you know 20 other leads and you can say, hey, what do you got going on? What do you got going on? Hey, I'm going to this. You should go to me with this. So if you had 20 other like-minded people that do what you do, it makes it a lot easier to at least stay on the wave. Or you know what, I might not be booked, but I'm gonna come out to this because I might meet somebody at the show or the
That's
event.
how I think about everything.
Yes.
Yeah, I did a lot of those events. Just show your face, get out the network.
Say
you don't gotta be performing. Just show that you support, and you know people will support you, and it'll make a lot of the networking way easier. You'll get way more friendly interactions.
You're gonna ask them to come out to something one day, right?
Yeah.
And
all
they're
you
gonna
gotta
be
do
like,
is meet one person that'll bring 5 people, that'll bring 10 people.
But they're gonna be like, you didn't come to mine.
Most definitely. Yeah. But another thing I learned too is now follow them back. Make sure everybody that follow you, follow them back. A lot of us, we follow and then we unfollow. don't do that. Like, I follow everybody back because you
I'll
know
go
how
look
hard
and see
it
who
is.
follows me back, and then
Yes,
I'll
I pay
unfollow
attention
you
to
if
that.
you don't
Yes, I
follow
will
me
go
back.
look
That
and
is
make
not what
sure
we're
that
doing.
you're following me too, because that is worth. That's your time. Like you say, you don't get no time back. So you basically wasted my time. But on the long run, follow everybody back because this is a business just like everything else. So we all trying to do the same thing. We all that's teamwork. It's just that's all it is. It's just teamwork, helping to get to the next level together.
Yeah, you're talking about engaging, right? Social media, email, stuff like that.
Yeah,
People
fan
send it out.
engagement. Yeah.
Let's say even if you can't make it out, share their stuff, right?
Right.
What's it cost you to share somebody's stuff?
What's it cost to buy a virtual ticket if you can't make it out in person?
That's another thing.
Well, I mean, it depends
If they
on who
got
it
it.
is. It depends on how much it is and stuff like that in the event. But like, those are all substitutions for not being physically available. We have our phones. You know?
That's true.
I feel like people make a lot of excuses for not showing up for people that actually show up for them a lot of the times, and it's weird. But
yeah,
that's true.
Most definitely.
You hit it. You got to engage with people because the same way, like, you don't know if somebody that's liking your stuff, if they're a booker, they might be a producer, they might be a management, they might be just somebody's burner account that's looking to work with you. You don't know, so that's why presenting professional image, engagement, make sure it's positive engagements, because you can have. I see people that have interactions with other people all the time on the internet. They're not positive. They're not good engagements. So, a few tips for indie labels. What are some tips if you were to give somebody some tips on running a record company? What would you tell them?
Stand on your morals, cause they gonna be tested a lot.
Oh, they gonna test everything.
Yeah, they stand on your morals and just make sure everything you do is because you want to do it, not because you feel like that you need to do it. You're not obligated to do anything. And that was just coming from a personal experience of how I'm learning and stuff like that. But most of the time, just do it because you want to be able to do it. Don't do nothing because somebody else wants you to do it.
That's funny because that's the opposite of mine. Says stay adaptable. But you know what? So maybe maybe it's
Bello
both.
doesn't read the script.
No, you know what though? That's a good
it's
point.
not scripted. We like
That's just
definitely have
the only
my
reason why I
stuff.
say that is because you most definitely got to stay adaptable. But the only reason why I say that is because you got to perform at your highest level, and you don't want to perform off. I did a couple of shows where I was like just got out of being in a bad predicament, and I did them like. I did the show, but it wasn't my best performance.
Exactly.
You always want to have your best performance. So if you feel like it's not going to be
Yes.
at your best level, then don't do it. Say
Well,
no.
no, because sometimes you're in the middle of it. I will tell you guys right
Talk to
now.
him. Talk to
I
him.
just botched one of I have been waiting for an opportunity to get myself in front of a producer, show manager, a photographer that could possibly be a make it or break it in my career due to the fact that I know how great he is and I know the quality of work that he provides and I know who he has in his corner that can go ahead and vouch for him as not only a representative or like a producer, but as a person too. He's a genuine person. So I went to a casting call and I was so nervous. That my whole walk was off.
Okay, why were you nervous? Were you not prepared? Why do you think?
It wasn't that I wasn't prepared. It was that mentally going in it, I was like, yeah, I got this. But as soon as I understood that I was up next, or I was up following next, I started being like, this is the person that I need to actually do my best for. And this person is important. And then I start putting a lot of load on myself as a talent because I'm like, if my walk is not perfect, if I stumble, if I don't know what to do with my hands, if my face looks nervous, I'm not about to be picked. And all of it showed.
Because you focused on
Because I
your
focused
fear.
so bad on, but like, you have to do this right, that I ended up botching the whole thing. Like, I knew everything was off. My walk was stiff. My face was stiff. I could feel that I looked scared. And that's where I was like, I know I can do better. You just have to.
So, you were distracted. And something I put up this week, we're literally talking about, and I put it up, and it's distraction is the opponent of success. You were distracted by fear. You could have been thinking about food, you're cold, you gotta go to the bathroom.
I did have to go to the bathroom
Right,
too.
well,
It did
okay,
not
so-
make the walk better,
see?
bro. When you have to pee, it does not make your walk better.
See, so that's what I mean. You were distracted. We're not saying it wasn't like rightfully, or, you know, justifiably, you're distracted. You know what? Something really horrible might have happened before you got to the venue. But people paid you and they want to see you. Nobody cares. At the end of the day, if you're a professional, if I paid money for Dave Chappelle and I spent like $400 or $500 and I got there and he's like, you know, I'm just not feeling good tonight, guys. People would be upset.
Most definitely.
And rightfully so. So I think that's the difference between being an amateur and a professional. As a professional is going to fight through those things and those differences, and that's what
I still have a lot to learn. This
well,
is my beginning into it.
Well, at least you're being honest.
Stuff like that.
You know,
really is.
that's how you become a professional, by being reliable. The more you show that you're a reliable person, your business, your company, anything you do is going to grow, because consistency shows reliability. So that's why I don't care what business you're in, if you're reliable. But like I feel you say, stick to your morals, what you believe. We have core values.
Yeah.
But stay adaptable on
If you
how
agree,
you can
of
pivot
course.
those.
If you agree, of course, it's over with. That's a done deal. If you're getting paid, it's over with. It's like, I mean, you got to do what you got to do. That don't change nothing. But what I'm saying is, in the beginning, make sure it's something you're sure about. Don't just, you see what I'm saying? Don't just throw yourself in there because you think you're ready. You be ready. Like, you got to be ready.
Yeah. No. It's about taking risks, but it's also about understanding the preparation that you have to put in to take those risks, and
calculated risk.
Yeah, and knowing that, you know, if it's more nerve-wracking for you now, imagine, like, I could have only imagined if I would have actually gotten booked. This show was huge. If I can't do it in front of like an important producer and it's just him and his DJ or somebody else in the room recording, I can't. I know that like my anxiety will show on the whole runway. So that's where I have to go ahead and make sure I'm comfortable, I'm confident in my walk. Then the next time, I already said it, the next time that I go in for an audition, I'm gonna get it.
Yeah.
The next time that I go in for another casting for one of his shows, I'm gonna rock it. Why? Because I understood what I did wrong the first time, and I'm like, all right, I can go in with this mindset, but I have to maintain this presence.
You know what?
Martin's International invites you to come with us and celebrate the biggest music night of honors for the 42nd Annual Chicago Music Awards, featuring artists in reggae, rap, Latin, blues, and more.
Combined with the 31st African Caribbean International Festival of Life, with food, art, and the best of the world's music and entertainers. Thursday, July 4th through the 7th in Washington Park, DuSable Museum.
And if you would like to become a sponsor, donor, or even a vendor, or if you would like the 50% promo tickets, visit the website below.
What about you? Know what about me? Been doing this since the age of 15. I've been on my own. Tell me, what do I need? She make me cry. I'ma make you bleed. Cat killers on alert and they on their way back. Feel like I'm uncomfortable without my strap. Should've told me you run it to behind my back. Should've told me you run the game, but now it's a rap. Let's get it. Hit from the back, so I know that she with it. I got a ball, can't get knocked off my pivot. Pushing these drugs, so you know I be dealing. She like when I touch it, she know I'ma kill it. Took out my enemies, know I'ma drill them. All in the mouth, she be sharing a dinner. All on the couch, switch the TV like Kindle. Fire out the block, spit the pole when I bend them. Block with the switch, see the light in my denim. If I gotta get them, then I gotta get them. Ain't missing no socks, so we watch what we send them. I'm popping a pill, now I feel like a million. Got it in my bag, so I might pop a perk. And if I...
Thanks for clicking on the link. My name is Wally Locker III. I'm the executive producer of Urban Grind Television and author of Music is My Business, a startup strategy guide to the music business. I've been in the industry for over 18 years, working with artists, entertainers, producers, record executives, and more. I put together a brand new strategy guide just for you on how to navigate the music business. I'm going to talk about your vision, about your commitments, about your dreams, building the supreme team, and more. Also, how to fund your business. So all you need to do is hit the link below, put in your email address. We're going to send you the newsletter. We're going to give you some free bonus content, and you also got exclusive offer. It's all free. Just click on the link below, put in your email address, and get in tune. It's Urban Grind TV. Music is my business. Let's go.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, spin. Inglewood shoulders. Rosenwald shoulders. Chi-Town shoulders. Southside shoulders. Luda 6K, I'm Gucci though. You ain't gotta wish me well, I ain't Lucci ho. Push big purr, get a poochie oh. Top flow, eating bachi, yeah, sushi ho. So much fun like Thugger. Yeah, I was really out here with Bubba. Beer make me wish I wore rubber. I don't buy hopper, I'm not a clubber. Yeah, bet my son go to Lake Forest. Niggas gumps make him run like Forrest. Counting up grants like Horace. New freak won't flowers, florist. Shockwaves, man, you doing something right. Glock waving in the dark to the sunlight. I'm smart as hell, bet I go dumb right. Flow dope cause it's too young, right? Wolverine for with the clothing. No talking, nigga ask Nolan. Lil Wayne and Herb, I'm rolling. Where the chain go, shit, it got stolen. Did the PIs of a fat Joe. Skinny nigga pockets on fat hoe. You ain't never slime out saying slut though. Boost mobile bitch, where you at, ho? On the back street, pop with them boys. No dyke, we'll bring out them toys. I got the sauce talking soy. Police want hands behind back, I ain't Roy. Shooting guard like Brandon Roy. Ball like that girl and that boy. Take the last shot and kill Roy. War ready, this not Troy. New PR, bitch, better marketing. You was quiet, now you talk Lloyd marketing. New show on the calendar, I'm marketing. A brand new V and I ain't parking it. I'm the one having a baby. You should've never FaceTime Mabry. Free crack, mashed potatoes, no gravy. Bitch, pot out weed, Tom Brady. 500 K dinner with Jay-Z. Started from the bottom like Drake G. My homie said pass in my Navy. Gemini, but I'm too wavy. I was the one on Damon. Look, Gary just got out like Damon. Ice went back, no changing. My bro still likes play changing. Did Soho with roping him. Shout out Dan, but I never did coke with him. Duke knew that I could move the dope with him. Nigga, we is real homies coming over trip. Sat in the back at the funeral. I ain't even speak cause I'm a general. Little brother, big brother, both criminals. Cuz pop pills like minerals. Chelsea should've been up on Michigan. You was rich, so cares get rich again. DT fucking on your bitch again. OT splitting up the damn dividends. Stick it to the script, nigga, stick it in. Now I worry about you cause you fidgeting. Bitch, I blow the bag, not budgeting. Outcast tryna let my cousin in. He bought like a shot for the buzzer in. On side grave, I'm proud of him. Feel like Weezy, out of here. Protect my peace like not of here. It's cracking, all we need is a pot of here. Oh, bro. It's cracking, all we need is a pot of here.
Yo, what's the word? It's SMG Zello, aka Thought Boy Zello, the Talk a Lot artist, man. In the beginning, it was hard for me to get exclusives and to get promo for my music. But guess what? UGTV has that, man. Call the number below and they will help you out, man. It was the best thing I did for myself.
Por mujeriego y mentiroso, mira lo que he llegado yo. Ah, mira. Y ahora estoy buscando y rogando por perdón. ¡Ay, Dios mío!
Are you an artist, model, or entertainer? Do you need help with bookings, castings, or even engagement on your platforms? Hit up UrbanGrindTV today and let them get you right.
training. If you train and practice, I don't know if you do or don't, like the runaway stuff. If you train, because that's how like the military gets groups of individuals that come from total different backgrounds. They train them and they make them a team. And you're able to operate solo or as a team, but still effective. So if you train and practice, and practice in not always ideal conditions, you know, our motto was train how you fight.
Right.
So if you got to fight in 100-degree weather, you got to train in 100-degree weather. So if you train in 110, by the time you get to the 100, it's nothing. It's no sweat. So it's the same thing. I think, you know, that's just training and being focused. Now you might hit all that. I was telling you guys about the interview I did. That like I got horrible cotton mouth like right before, and then on top of that, the wind was blowing so hard during the interview. I had a nice shirt on, so I didn't want to wear a jacket, and I was freezing the whole like half of the interview. I was probably like shaking on camera. I haven't seen the footage yet, but I was shaking on camera.
You had the shakes.
But it was Windy Day's interview, you know. Check out, like it was a great interview. It was an interview once in a lifetime, and I had to have it. So I was okay. I was cold though, and I was uncomfortable the entire time. But I have to be focused on what I'm doing there because she's a professional. She's an icon in the industry, and I want to show her my respect because she gave us the respect of coming on our platform. So it's like anything, that wasn't fun. It wasn't comfortable. You know, I had my dad right there. He's in the background. He's talking. Everybody's doing their thing, you know. But I'm old. And I just wish I could.
Sweaty.
You know, it's not like
I'm clammy.
I was shivering. Was I shivering?
Cotton mouth at the same time.
Right. So I got cotton mouth. I'm nervous and I'm freezing. So, but the thing is, I had a job to do. Everybody came out. They spent their day with us. Their time, right? They drove out to either shoot it or produce it or host. And this is what I came for. I came for her piece. That was one of my objectives that day. That was part of my mission. So I have to do it. It fell on me. I decided I was doing an interview probably 5 minutes before we hit roll. It's not like we had a host. I thought it was going to be other people, but I said, you know what, I'm going to do it. But that's uncomfortable, but we have to do that. And she was awesome. It was an amazing experience. And you know what? You'll never remember how cold you were. You're going to remember how amazing the experience was.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You're never going to remember how hard that catwalk was. You're going to remember, like, hey, getting booked from that. So if we just train and prepare ourselves, you know what? You're going to get nervous. How could you not? You're going into situations that are, you know, potentially huge. So,
but that's where you educate yourself about what you're going into, what it's going to take to go into it, and prepare yourself for it. But prioritize your well-being. If it's too much, costing you too much anxiety, costing you too much frustration, if it's costing you too much like emotion or just like dread or even
then
fatigue,
you don't want it.
You don't
then
want
suck
to do
it.
it.
Up.
Just learn to
no.
to
No.
no.
If you don't want to do it, suck it up.
Know when to learn.
No.
Know when to
we talked
actually
about
let things go
one
that
of the
are
things,
hiring for you.
But what if it's under contract?
If it's under
we
contract,
just talked about one of those
yes,
agreements.
you do. But you if
gotta
there's
be
a way, if there is a way.
Yeah, you're gonna get sued.
If there is a will, there is a way.
Okay.
No,
but sometimes you can't. That's not an option.
If you support but you have to support your mental health and
Yes,
everything else. But you have to learn when to break ties from things that are not constructive to your growth.
I agree with breaking ties. I think that's when knowing when to walk away, right?
Mm-hmm.
You say, hey, this is not a healthy thing. But I'm talking about if it's a one-off, it's a performance or something. Do the performance.
Yeah.
Get the bag. And
Simple.
Just keep it moving. And
Simple.
Not everything is going to be fun. That's why it's called a job.
Most definitely.
And just because you chose the lane that you wanted to go in life doesn't mean that there aren't going to be tough times. Doesn't mean that there aren't going to be like times where you get stopped or you feel like you're in a hole or you feel like, you know what, I didn't do my best.
Yes.
Like there's going to be that most of the time. Until you for real like feel like I have enough quality work, I have enough confidence in myself that like, you know what? No, I did my best.
Yes, I mean we talk about prioritize the well-being of your clients, your artists, and stuff like that. And I had an experience that I didn't really like in the music a few weeks ago, and I gave that person an opportunity to not work with me anymore. And it was very easy, even with the paperwork. And I said, you know what, we can just handle it this way because I think we'd both be better and happier people. because I didn't agree with some behavior. That's all. I didn't agree with it.
Making it a mutual thing when
Yes.
it's not is crazy.
Right, but I'm just saying, like, why argue about it? Like, I didn't like how you do it. Like, I shouldn't have to correct you if I correct you. Then I just give you an opportunity to kind of go your own way, because we're not going to do each other a benefit if we're going to argue. I don't really want there to argue. So that's our opportunity. Like you said, no one to break ties. No one. People are demanding a whole lot and not going to give enough in return. It's got to have some kind of balance to it. So I think that's one of the biggest thing is, especially when you understand, if you have a record label, you're going to have to pay a lot of money to maintain that artist, to keep them going, to talk about these goals and the business plans and travel and accommodations. It's big money. So if they're not cooperating, if they're not giving you your best, then it is time to move on. So again, the indie record label checklist is going to be available at UrbanGrindTV.com. Foundation and planning, branding and identity, talent scouting and A&R. These are different things your record company should have. Music production and distribution, marketing and promotion, live events and tours, financial management, and networking and community building. So those are very broad terms. We kind of broke down some of the stuff that comes in it. We gave some tips on the hold your morals, but stay adaptable, right?
Most definitely. Yeah.
But no one to break ties.
That's why. It's just a balance. It's
Properly break ties. Properly break ties. This is not a regular job that you just go ahead and walk out on without giving a 2-week notice. Like,
and you're gonna get nervous, and everybody's looking at you, right? You're there to be a model. You're there to perform.
Man, I hate
everybody staring at you.
Watching me so bad. It's had to be something I had to get over as a model. Like, I really had to train myself to not like care so bad about it. But it gets to me sometimes.
I mean, look, that's the human element. I think I respect people more to come out and say, you know what, that gets to me, as opposed to kind of people that pretend like they're not human and they're like and it doesn't get to them. They're a robot. You know, that's cold. I'm glad people feel something. So, I mean, to me, that's normal. I think that's part of it. And, you know, if people want to reach out with any questions, share their experience, if they want to suggest topics for Behind the Grind or for future episodes, all they got to do is hit us up at UrbanGrindTV and all social media. They can DM us, send us a message.
Y'all can definitely DM me.
All complaints are
we'll still go to that same
Puerto
We'll still go to that same place, Urban Grind TV.
You hit up
radio.
You hit up Athena with all complaints. 24 hours. You can,
oh my God! You know what? I don't even respond to my friends in 24 hours. Sometimes I will not commit.
And now she is more professional. She knows that she is gonna protect her brand and identity. It was one of the numbers, and her engagement is gonna be a lot more positive. So if you have a problem, she will do her best to address it. Puerto Rican.creative.
See my beautiful smile.
Yeah, see, that's pretty good. See, we're learning. It's a strain exercise. Of course, you can follow me at UrbanGrindTV.com.
Y'all already know
UrbanGrindTV on all social media.
Y'all already know where to follow me at TV_Zello, Thoughboy Zello on everything else, man. Zay on Facebook, that's the personal page. I could definitely hit me up on there. Let me know anything. Let me know topics, good stuff, man.
Y'all already know what it is. It's Puerto Rican.creative, UKI design. If you need any makeup, MUA.PR.creative.
That's it, man. Remember, you can't make money and excuses at the same time.
Okay.
Let's go.
Dang.
Martin's International invites you to come with us and celebrate the biggest music night of honors for the 42nd Annual Chicago Music Awards, featuring artists in reggae, rap, Latin, blues, and more.
Combined with the 31st African Caribbean International Festival of Life with food, art, and the best of the world's music and entertainment. Thursday, July 4th through the 7th in Washington Park, DuSable Museum.
And if you would like to become a sponsor, donor, or even a vendor, or if you would like the 50% promo tickets, visit the website below.
Thanks for clicking on the link. My name is Wally Locker III. I'm the executive producer of Urban Grind Television and author of Music is My Business, a startup strategy guide to the music business. I've been in the industry for over 18 years, working with artists, entertainers, producers, record executives, and more. I put together a brand new strategy guide just for you on how to navigate the music business. I'm going to talk about your vision, about your commitments, about your dreams, building the supreme team, and more. Also, how to fund your business. So all you need to do is hit the link below, put in your email address. We're going to send you the newsletter. We're going to give you some free bonus content, and you also got an exclusive offer. It's all free. Just click on the link below, put in your email address, and get in tune. It's Urban Grind TV. Music is my business. Let's go.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Y'all already know what's up. Go, babe. I am. Team SDM.
Damn, me vengeance. You just shot another one.
Bitch, I stand tall, 5 foot giant. Hoes better stay in they place. Big boss standing on business. Fuck sense, I gotta make cake. No cap, money get me wet. Why you hoes strolling through the gram? I'm brainstorming, thumbing through a check. Niggas asking what I'm dropping next. Pretty bitch demand her respect. Cause I remember when I ain't have shit. Now it's Gucci, Louis, Fendi, Prada. One of these and they ain't out yet. Been lit, that's why you hoes jealous. Why I'd rather kick it with the fellas. Whole team of young convicted felons. Sooner or later y'all will get the mess. I stand tall, 5 foot giant. Hoes better stay in they place. Big boss standing on business. Fuck sense, you gotta make cake. Stand tall, 5 foot giant. Hoes better stay in they place. Big boss standing on business. Fuck sense, you gotta make cake. 10s, 20s, 50, 100s, run it up. Money on my mind like a bunny. Laughing at you broke niggas funny. He wanna fuck, ain't shit coming. I stand on business, aka next. A nigga ain't talking about nothing. Still living fuck nigga free. Y'all know the name of DJ Miss Hypnotic. Big dripper, designer, clothes rocker. Basic bitches, clearance, rack shoppers. Check the drip, everything official. Don't worry, baby, I don't want your nigga. Lifestyle lit, I got motion. Lil' but I'm big, fix your focus. By the way, I'm known to keep the fire. Don't get your legs front turned back. I stand tall, 5 foot giant. Hoes better stay in they place. Big boss standing on business. Fuck sense, it gotta make cake. Stand tall, 5 foot giant. Hoes better stay in they place. Big boss standing on business. Fuck sense, it gotta make cake.
Damn, me vengeance. You just shot another one.
Yo, what's the word? It's SMG Zello, aka Thought Boy Zello, the Talk A Lot artist, man. In the beginning, it was hard for me to get exclusives and to get promo for my music. But guess what? UGTV has that, man. Call the number below and they will help you out, man. It was the best thing I did for myself.